What are you doing?
What? Come on!
No,
This has got to be better.
it's not better. Let's go.
Fine. Party's over. All right, guys, back to work. So hopefully those legs are not burning too bad, but we are gonna hit them a little harder. So knocked out that buy-in. Now we got Tabata, our old friend. It's not a dirty word at all. Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds. So 4 straight minutes of movement per exercise. So the way we have this beautiful rainbow board broke down is we're gonna go Tabata push, and we have our options. Then we'll rest a minute. Then we'll do 4 minutes of Tabata squat. There's our options. Rest another minute. Then we'll finish off with Tabata sit-ups, getting those abs nice and ready. So for the first 4 minutes, working for 20 seconds, resting for 10 of a bench, box, or hand release or clapping push-up, some kind of push-up position. We'll talk about why we're doing the bench and the box in a moment, but hand releases would be considered your normal RX. Clapping push-up for kind of that more advanced workout. Exercise B is a squat. So using a ruck or some kind of front squat, so holding something here and squatting, or if you want to just do air squats, that's why we kind of wrote it in orange and green like that, just squatting. Beyond that, using the ruck or odd object squat cleans, where we jump and pull under, or the heaviest dumbbell or kettlebell squat clean. Those will most likely be single arm if you go that route. So for the push and the squat, kind of level 1, level 2, level 3. But when we get to the core, sit-ups. Sit-ups for everybody. I want you getting some reps in there, kind of like these air squats we did earlier in the day. Those should kind of be punishment. I want you getting a lot of reps in. So let's talk about our options. Tabata A, push-ups, the bench or the box. The reason why I put that on there is I want to try to get us up off our knees. So we want that good, tight core position. If we want to get stronger, we need a good, tight core. So I'm going to use this box. Any surface that's elevated will work. The higher the surface, the easier the push-up. So if you have a solid push-up that you do on the ground, don't worry about this. Go to the ground, do your hand release. But for for my people that are still building that push-up, this is a 24-inch box, so it's kind of middle of the road. Dig those toes in, and notice how I'm a straight line from the top of my head to my heel. I'm not hinged over like this, poking my butt out, and I'm not sagging forward like this. Nice tight plank, take my breath, chest down to the edge, pushing up, down and up. So I'm able to get some reps in here and fight for them without it being too easy or sticking my butt out so much. So that's level 1. Level 2 is your classic hand release push-up. So just like we normally do, tighten up that core, same thing. Chest comes down, thighs stay off the ground. We flash those palms, back up. Just like that, flashing the hands, extending all the way up. Had to rest. Clapping push-ups, that explosive power. You come up off the ground hard enough to slap those hands together before you catch. You get 3. So nice and tight. Take your inhale, touch, explode up, clap, and right back down. I think that was technically 4. What you guys need to be aware of right out of the gate, push-ups go away fast. You do not want to come out 110% and then barely get 3 reps your next set. Smooth, steady, you're rocking this thing for 4 straight minutes with only getting those little 10-second breaks in there. So be mindful of it. If you need to start on the ground and then move over halfway to maybe a box to maintain quality, I would rather you do that. What we don't want you getting is this kind of thing. It's not as beneficial as you would think. Let's get good solid reps here. Let's get some points on that board that are worth something. Then we're going to rest a minute, thank goodness. And then we go into our squats. So to part B, after our minute rest, is another 4 minutes all about the squat. So either the ruck, front squat, air squat, whatever. That is kind of level 1, just doing a squat. So the air squat, if you don't have any equipment that you want to use, just like we did in the buy-in, getting those reps in, you're going to have a good booty after today. All right, nice and heavy ruck. Remind me to get a lighter one of these. Holding it nice and tight, scooping under, bear hugging it, whatever you need, but weight here in the front, get a good grip on it, and we're just rocking those front squats. Just something to make those squats harder. Getting below parallel, pushing the knees out every time. Just doing the squat. Now, if you move in and want a little more technique in this, we'll start with a ruck or odd object, and we'll go for the hang squat clean. So to show you the difference, where we were just holding this here and just moving the squat, this is us going from that lower position, getting it up to the shoulders, and riding it down. Get it nice and tight, up and under, and catch. Down, up and under, down, up and under, just like that. So with this backpack, I got a lot of grab points, so it makes it a little easier. But if I were to use something a little smoother, I would be able to move around it like that. So up and under. Whew. That's level 2. Level 3, dumbbells or kettlebells. These are from hang, so the concept is going to be the same. Let's just put that heavy guy over there. Where's my little guy? There he is. I'm learning. Dumbbell or hang squat clean. The power still from the hips, up, and pulling under. With the dumbbell or kettlebell, you're going single arm, so you can alternate each hand, or stick to 20 seconds on the left, 20 seconds on the right. You'll end up getting 4 complete sets on each side. Split it up however you want. So for the kettlebell, come from standing, hinge, and scoop under at that squat. Reset, and switch. And switch. So you can alternate 1 and 1, or just ride it on the same side. Same thing with the dumbbell, hinge, up and under, keeping that bell close to the body, getting it up to the shoulder, getting into that full squat every time. It should note where yesterday we had clean and jerks, said we could go power or squat. We're after that squat today. So whatever level you land at, get that butt down. We're working those legs today. Last but certainly not least, CrossFitter's favorite cash out, good old sit-ups. You can use an ab mat. Absolutely not required, but if you want it, it's there for you. No backwards hats, makes it harder. Shout out to CrossFit Oxnard. Standing up nice and tall, hands on the toes, shoulders above the hips, all the way back. Touch the shoulders, pop up, touch the feet. Shoulders, feet, shoulders, feet, shoulders, feet. If you want to be moving here, this should get that heart rate up. What we don't want to see is hitting the ground with your hips, letting your feet come up, or this thing where you're stopping here. My long armed people, get those shoulders over your hips. All the way back, all the way forward. Just like that. So, not really looking for you guys to go advanced on the sit-ups. I want some high volume here. Good goal for total Tabata sit-ups is getting 100 reps. I believe that breaks down to 4 sets of 13 and then 4 sets of 12. It's tough. I know some of you guys already can do that, but for those of you that can't, that's a good goal. For those of you that can, let's get a PR on that. So, to recap this, 4 minutes of each. You go all the way through your push-up Tabata first, rest a minute, then your full squat Tabata, rest a minute, then your full sit-up Tabata. Each time during these minute rests, you're gonna go ahead and get those reps. So you'll get a score for push-up, score for squat, score for sit-up. Play with it. If you guys are still playing with these rocks, we wanna see them. If you're getting really good at push-ups, we wanna see those too. Tag us on Instagram at CrossFitTO or _TO, hashtag built by CFTO. One final note, Tabata, with it being 8 rounds of 2010 like that, this can be a little technical to set up on your push press out. Your coaches are here for you. If you have that clock or any other clock, we will help you set that up. But if you don't really want all that, Spotify I assume maybe Apple Music as well, but there's that Tabata songs playlist. It's pretty fun. You got a coach yelling at you, keeping you on time, and makes this go by a little better. You're going to have to eyeball the minute rest on that, but at least you get 3 different tracks that'll keep you on pace going through these. Use it if you want. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.